Let's say that I want to wake up tomorrow in a completely different awareness, perspective, and reality. And I do this regularly all of the time. It's impossible until you actually open the door to entertaining that.
Any moment, I'll have you begging. Can't you see that I'm untamable? You keep calling me a psycho. Got it in my head, careful what you say.
Hey guys, I'm Jasmine with Manifest a Specific Person Fast, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about understanding parallel realities and quantum leap. So I get so many questions on this, and I actually really love this concept because parallel realities and quantum leaping, that idea is the idea that makes instant manifestation possible, and it really brings it all together because there's some standpoints and viewpoints and teachings on manifestation, like law of attraction, that talk about, time, and that it takes time and momentum. And the thing is, you can be and do and have anything that you want, and instant manifestation is completely possible, and you are the god of your reality, and you can manifest instantly. You're omniscient, you're omnipotent, you have access to infinite power and infinite intelligence, and there are no limitations for you. So the idea of parallel realities really makes that work and fit. And for me, it really made it very, very the idea of instant manifestation, it made it that much closer and reachable and doable for me. If you would like to know about my coaching, if you would like to join my manifesting group on Facebook, if you would like to join us in Cancun next month for a group coaching, or if you would like access to my new course on consistent instant manifestation that's coming out, links are below and you can sign up for emails to get my updates. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like more material like this. So the idea of parallel realities, I will explain it really quick for you guys, is that there are infinite parallel versions of reality. So everything that you can think of exists. There's a parallel version of everything. So that's why everything that you want to manifest, it's possible to manifest anything that you want, any version of reality that you want. You can manifest a version of reality where pigs can fly. And then when you're very aware of this and you're watching yourself manifest, you start to see how things that you thought were impossible, or things that other people would typically think were impossible, they start to become normal. And I mean, it's just so amazing. You have to know first and foremost that there is no time. Time is an illusion. And I mean, I'm not the only one to say this. Einstein said that time is a stubborn and persistent illusion, something like that. There's no continuum. Now, the reason why this is so important is because we think typically that time provides a limitation. But time is what you perceive it to be, and you can control time by knowing that you're not limited by time and that you can control time. I have experienced this in my life, by having certain intentions about the time with my day. So if I believe that I have too much to do to accomplish in one day, that will be true. And it's relative. See, time is relative. So you're experiencing time in different ways. Like you'll say that was fast or that was long. But the way that you're experiencing it, it doesn't mean that time is actually like a consistent, measurable block. We create a reality that is an illusion where time is a consistent, measurable block, but the way that you're experiencing it and what you can fit into a day or an hour or 5 minutes, that is all up here in your perception. So it's completely relative. So if I think to myself, I can make myself so much more productive just by thinking to myself that I know that I'm going to get X, Y, and Z amount of things done today, and then maybe I will feel like a lot of time is passing because I'm getting so much done, but then I look at the clock and I'm like, wow, it's early. So you control time in that way. Time is not really something that is already outside of you and already done like what you think. So that's a very, very freeing concept. And the other reason that that's important is because if I think that something already happened, Like, for instance, let's say I'm a certain weight right now, but I want to wake up and be like 5 pounds lighter tomorrow. Well, if you have a underlying idea and belief system where you don't believe that that is possible in that amount of time, because you believe that this moment is connected to the next moment, that is a limitation that you're creating for yourself. The truth is that each moment is not connected. They're completely unrelated, because every single moment is a new and different, completely unrelated parallel reality. Just like the way that a movie is a motion picture, it's a series of pictures that you are putting across a screen very quickly in order to create the illusion of a continuum. But it's really all these separate pictures that are not connected to one another and have nothing to do with one another. So each parallel reality is not connected to any other, and they don't affect one another. So in each moment, you are free to create a completely different, new parallel reality experience, entirely new and different. Wow, that is like the most freeing, amazing realization that just because this reality is this, it doesn't mean that it has to be that, like continue to be that in the next moment. It doesn't mean that it can't change overnight or very quickly. And when you start to change your reality and quantum leap and change realities very quickly, you'll experience that. You'll experience, like, you'll be able to remember some things that you forget. You know what I mean? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. But here. So you will forget about other realities, and you'll remember just enough to remember that, wow, I shifted that quickly. If you want to quantum leap and create a completely different new parallel reality, all you have to do, and time doesn't matter, right? Like at all. All you have to do is saturate your mind with the idea and the memory of the new reality and forget the old reality. So when I say the word memory, I don't mean something that you have already done that has occurred in your past. A memory is anything that you can think of, that you remember, that you can think of. So if you can construct a new idea, that's something that you're remembering. And it has nothing to do with time, has nothing to do with past. It just has to do with the ideas that you're holding in your consciousness, that you're aware of. Let's say that I want to wake up tomorrow in a completely different awareness, perspective, and reality. And I do this regularly all of the time. I do this every single night. As I'm going to sleep, I do what Neville Goddard says, a state akin to sleep. And I think about the me that I want to be, the version of myself that I want to be, because you're not just manifesting the version of the outside reality that you want to be. You're also in every moment manifesting the version of yourself that you are manifesting as. You are not the person that you think that you are. Whoever it is that you're showing up as right now is just a concept that you hold, because technically you are God and you're technically everything and nothing. The person that I am in any moment is just a concept that I've created of the person that I am, and that's completely subject to change in every moment. So every night I construct a new version of myself that I want to be, and that's all that you're thinking about. Is you're like, what would it be like to be like this? What would it be like to be like that? To be this person with this perspective, with this idea, with this internal reality. And you entertain the idea of what it's like to be that person. And then on the outside, you do the same thing. So you construct the outside. So what would it be like to be in a reality like this? What would it be like to be in a reality like that? And you're just entertaining this and completely saturating your mind and your awareness and your memory with the idea of the new reality that you want. And then the idea of the old reality dissipates. Let it dissipate. Let yourself forget it. Forgive and forget and revise. All you have to do is just think about and entertain the new reality, and the new reality will become dominant, and the new reality will start to take over and it will just manifest. And you may or may not even notice that you did that at all. In fact, we do this all the time without even realizing it. But the fact is that when you manifest a new reality, the old realities are not relevant and you forget them, but you don't notice or realize how you forget them. And the coolest thing that I saw recently had to do with Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he was showing in one of his videos how the neurons in your brain attach and detach depending upon your thought patterns. So if you're creating a new thought pattern, it'll be a new neural pathway. So it's attaching in a new way. That's a new parallel reality that you've been entertaining. And then if you're not practicing an old pattern, it will detach and be forgotten and be no more. So I thought that was like this really cool, very 3D example of how parallel realities come and go, and you don't even remember that. So really, we're quantum leaping all of the time, and parallel realities just are. It just is, right? You can create quantum leaps beyond what you ever thought that you could create, but it's impossible until you do it. It's impossible until you actually open the door to entertaining that. So that's all that you have to do, is open the door to entertaining that concept that you want, instead of stopping it at, oh, that's not possible. Oh, like, I'm not even going to go there because I just can't even imagine that that could be possible. Push it, push yourself, and push the limits of what you think is possible, and go ahead and entertain that thing. And then once you open that door and step through and start doing that, you'll see that, wow, like, I can feel this and I can see this and I can see it now. That's always really cool. So always push yourself and to expand beyond what you previously thought was impossible, and push yourself to experience those parallel realities. You have choices. You have choices not to do that, and you have choices to do that. But, you know, like I said, it always feels impossible until you open the door and entertain it for real. And then you'll start to see how it really, really is possible. Nothing is impossible. And that's one of the very baseline belief systems that you have to diminish if you want to make quantum leaps and utilize this idea of parallel realities to your deliberate advantage. Is you have to actually know that actually nothing is impossible. And like I said, when you open that door and entertain the idea of quantum leaping in the way that you want to, you'll start to see how it's possible, and you'll start to see that you can entertain it and make that happen. If you guys have any questions, please comment below and let me know what's going on. What do you want me to make videos on? If you like this video, if you're into me, if you're into this content, like the video, click the like button, subscribe, ring the bell button so that you'll be notified every time that I release a new video. Hey, I've got a meditation coming out on Friday. Check it out. It's Sexy Goddess Meditation. I highly recommend you practicing this playlist if you want to learn how to quantum leap. Here's another playlist that might interest you guys. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget, if you haven't already, check out my manifesting group. It's a members only group. Highly, highly recommended. Next month, we are going on a trip to Cancun for a group coaching. The links are below if you would like to figure out how to join. I have coaching available for you guys, and my new course on consistent instant manifestation is almost available. So if you would like access to that, sign up for emails below.
That was easy.